How we can create a bot wherein the user enters his mobile number, or we can also take his WhatsApp number as the primary number, and in the next step we show them all the complaints number that are created by the user, and as soon as the user selects any of the complaint number, we reply to them with the complaint status. So basically we are generating dynamic buttons from matched values in Google Sheet. So how we can do that? So obviously you need to have a Google Sheet with all the data. After this, let us go to the bot builder and let us create a new bot flow. Let us enter a title. Select the trigger as keyword match or whatever suits you the best. Here, before asking the user for his mobile number or presuming that the number which he has entered or the number which he is using to chat with the bot is the actual billing number, let us ask the user. So we can ask the user in this way. So this will basically replace the user's WhatsApp name in the message is plus. So Vaba will replace the WhatsApp number So in this case, we are asking user if the number from which he has sent us a WhatsApp message is his billing number with us, yes or no. If the user clicks on yes, in this scenario, let us save this in a variable. So it's best to create 2 or 3 variables. So in a new tab, kindly open the bot fields or custom fields in the CRM. So I'll go to the bot builder, I'll go to the bot fields page and create a bot field named as number. I'll save the action and save the workflow. Here, let me select the newly created bot field, that is, okay, I need to refresh the page. So if you refresh during your bot field creation or after a bot field creation, if you don't save the workflow, your work would be lost. So here I have the field as number. So if the user enters that his WhatsApp number from which he is messaging is the billing number, I am simply saving it here as Vaba. And if he clicks on no, then I'll ask the user and whatever the user is going to reply here, in the next step, using the save variable value option, I'm going to save it. So here we'll take the option of last text input because user is going to reply as a text message. Now after this, now we have received the number, we are going to search the user complaint numbers from Google Sheet from their phone number. So we'll add the automation app as Google Sheet. Lookup spreadsheet rows. This is the action used for searching from Google Sheets. You need to create a new authentication if you don't have one, or you can select an existing authentication. Kindly click on this refresh icon. It might take few seconds depending upon the number of sheets that you have. Select the particular sheet. So you have selected a Google spreadsheet. Now one Google spreadsheet can have multiple sheets, so you need to again refresh it. It will fetch all the sheets that you have and it will show you here in the drop down. Now we have the user's billing number with us and we need to search that in column B. So let us search it here in column B. And if you're searching mobile numbers or just numbers, so you need to scroll down and select the option of equal to number. And if you're searching alphanumeric content, you can use equal to case insensitive or normal equal to. So equal to number, I'll search this, and what's the search value? It's the bot field number, right? And if I'm searching in multiple columns, I can define and or condition. For now, I'm simply selecting or. And how many maximum complaints do I need to fetch? So I think the last 5 complaints is a good count, or maybe last 10 complaints, because that's the maximum number of fields or buttons allowed in a list or options allowed in a list. So maximum number of results, I'm restricting it to 10. And if I want the latest first, I mean the bottom one to be, shown first, so I'll select the sort value as bottom. If I would have wanted that, it should search from the top first, I would have selected the sort value as top. Now to get sample data, because right now the bot field has no value, it would have actual value when the bot runs. To get some sample data, I'll enter a number manually with some values. 3. 1 second. 3. So I'm entering a correct mobile number from this column manually, and then I'll click on run and save. So I get the sample data from Google Sheet to build the further flow. So in the run history, we can see output, and we have 6 matching rows, and the maximum limit was 10. Once we have the sample data, we'll remove the search value, and then we'll enter the variable which we want to search and simply click on save. This time we are not using run and save, we are using only save, because now we have the sample data, or else it would be overwritten. Now we'll save the data that we have received. Now what all data do we need to save? So very first thing I need to save is, so first thing you need to create bot fields. I've already created 2 bot fields, search 1 and 2 as string. So I need to first save in search 1 is the number of rows. So I can create a router. If rows are 0, then we'll reply to the user that we do not have any complaints from this number. Kindly enter a correct number or something. And if rows are 1 or more than 0, so we can show them the complaint number. So we are saving the number of matched rows here. The second column that I want to save, or the second field that I want to save, is this particular data. Now this data is actually an array. And how to save that in a bot field? So for doing that, first I need to create a bot field with the type as JSON. And how to create it? For that, I'm copying the parameter from here. So I'm copying. So you will see this option here to copy. So I'm simply clicking on this copy icon. I'm going to the bot field, add bot field, and the type would now be JSON, and the value would be complaints search. So this is the bot field name, and this is the type, and I'm pasting the entire JSON here, right? But this is the entire JSON of the output that we received from Google Sheet, but we only need one particular entity from the entire data set. So we'll simply copy a part of it again. So inside the arrays, so we'll take from curly bracket to this curly bracket ending without any comma. So this is one row of Google Sheet, the data from one row, and I'm basically going to copy this or cut this, remove everything else and paste this. So now I have one row data from Google Sheet and no comma in the end, opening with curly bracket, closing with curly bracket, and then I'll click on create field. Once you have created a bot field, you need to save the action, save the workflow, and refresh the page. Always remember to save the action as well as the workflow and then refresh the page, or else your work would be lost. Now here we'll see the newly created field as complaints search, and in the variable mapping we'll map this entire data option. Please note, we're not mapping one particular array, rather we are mapping the entire data set, because we need to show all the matching complaint numbers to the user, and then using this data each particular search result will become one button or one option in a list. Now we'll click on save. Now in the next step, first we'll set up a router, and the condition for this router would be rows are 0, basically complaint not found. So if the bot field that we have saved, the number of rows is search 1, for number we have the variables below, conditions below is 0. In the next step, we'll send a WhatsApp message to the user. We do not have any complaint numbers, any complaints from your number. So if the rows matching are 0, we are entering we do not have any complaints from your number, or no complaint found, and then we'll add a go to block asking user for their billing number again, so it can be the 4th one. Now if the rows are matching, in that case will complaints are found. Here the search 1 variable would be greater than 0, 1 or anything, and then here we'll use the option of ask a question block and interactive message, kindly select its status, and here we'll select the button type as dynamic, delivery type as button or list, select the bot field, so we have saved the data in complaint search field. Now button has a title, description and a hidden value. Values always should be unique, or else your buttons won't be sent. So for title, I'm going to send the complaint number. For the description, I'm going to send the complaint category, and for the value, again because I have unique complaint numbers, I'm going to send the complaint number. You can also send row index, which is always unique because it's the row number in Google Sheet. So you can send either row index or complaint number. The option value is not visible to users. It's for the further code to work smoothly. And then click on save. Now dynamic buttons would be generated based on the search results here. And then in the next step, I'll again use the option of Google Sheet lookup functionality. So now what I'll basically search is, now user has basically entered a complaint number here as a button. So I'm going to search that in column C, get the complaint status again from Google Sheet, and then reply to the user. So in column C, I'm going to use the condition of equal to number, because complaint number is a numeric field. Search value would be last button title. So because the button title had the complaint number which we mapped, and then select operator for multi-column. We are only searching one column. Number of rows would be 1 this time, and sort value can be top or bottom because we have only one value here. But again, we need some sample data to make the flow further. So I'm entering an actual complaint number, clicking on run and save. So I'll get the sample data. We can see in run history that I have received the sample data of one search matching result, which is that the complaint status is pending. Now here I'll simply again update the search value as last button title, and this time only save. So this time only I'm going to save it. I'll not click on run and save, or else I'll lose the sample data. So this time it will be saved. Now in the next step, I'm again saving the variable complaint status, not the variable, sorry, the output complaint status in a bot field. You can use the previous bot field as well, that is search one, or you can use another one. It's always best to have 4 to 5 dummy fields for your flows. And then here I'm going to save the data of complaint status and then click on save. Now in the next step, I'm going to send a message, your complaint status is. So whatever the output would come, solve pending, will be sent to the user. So this is how you can create a flow, fetching data from Google Sheets, creating dynamic buttons, I think at this point, and then asking the user on clicking of the button, again fetching the data from Google Sheet and replying to the user. One important thing, if the WhatsApp number is the billing number, after yes, we actually haven't done anything yet. We need not to create the entire flow again. We'll simply add a go to block to step number 6. So at this particular point of time, after the phone number has been received, we are looking up Google Sheet from the WhatsApp number, or from the number field. So the same thing would also run from here. And then after this, we need to save the workflow. And we need to enable it. So this is how you can create the bot flow, fetching the data from Google Sheet, sending it to the user as a dynamic button, again fetching the data and then replying to the user. Thank you. Okay, one more thing, let us try to test it out. So what was the hot keyword? Complaint sheet. Is this your billing number? No. So because this is the number, this which exists in Google Sheet. So all the matching complaint numbers with their complaint category have been fetched and responded. Now as a user, I can select any one. Then the complaint status is received. So this is how the bot flow would function. Thank you.